cacophony in the corner as the musicians warmed their instruments. Alex accepted a drink from a passing footman's tray, swallowed a sip of tepid lemonade, and planted himself on the edge of the ballroom. The vantage point allowed him to survey the battlefield.
"You look as if you're yearning to bolt."
The feminine voice took him by surprise, but Alex nodded politely at the lady who'd sidled up next to him.
"Then I've already given too much away. My first ball of the season,"
he offered with a tight smile.
"The temptation is there, but I don't intend to escape just yet."
"The season has been underway for some time, my lord."
"I put it off as long as I could."
He injected a bit of levity into his tone. The effort felt rusty and inept, but apparently it worked. The lady let out a low chuckle.
"I am pleased that you chose my ball for your debut this season."
"Ah, Lady Waverly."
Alex turned to face the young widowed countess.
"Thank you for the invitation, and yes,"
he agreed.
"your events are renowned."
The cluster of well-heeled bodies that brought a smile of pride to the countess's face caused an anxious tension to tighten Alex's gut. The same that always overtook him when he was among too many people and too much noise.
"What forced you out of hiding?"
"Necessity."
He had no intention of divulging details of his father's failing health, but the countess seemed to know, or at least suspect.
"It's been a while since I've seen your father,"
she offered quietly. "He was a frequent guest at my soirees, and I have missed him." The comment was a stark reminder of how quickly circumstances could change. His father had been the bold, brash Duke of Rennick for 46 years. According to the doctors, that title would be Alex's by month's end.
"I will convey that you asked after him."
"Thank you.
I hope we'll see you more often."
Alex took another sip of lemonade to stave off the misery that comment sparked. This was to be his fate. Future Duke, sire to the next Duke. With Edmund's death, all other possibilities had been snuffed out.
"Do you know him well?"
Alex was curious what drew others to his father. To his family he'd been controlling, at times cruel. To most, he was charmingly boisterous and convivial.
"We both attended equestrian society events."
"Ah, yes, he does love horses."
Alex wasn't sure that claim was entirely true. If his father treated horses well, it was because they were prized possessions, and being a talented horseman gave him a sense of pride. An appreciation for the beasts was one thing his parents shared in common. The one thing Alex was glad he'd inherited from both of them.
"So he's the only reason you're here?"
Alex sensed Lady Waverly studying him, though he couldn't tell whether it was with carnal interest or mere curiosity. At the moment, he had no more yearning for a dalliance than he did for marriage. But he knew that finding a bride was no longer a matter of desire, but of duty.
"It is time for me to enter the fray."
He couldn't keep the bleakness he felt from his tone. Already he yearned to return to Ireland.
"There are many here who will be pleased that you have."
With her closed fan, she made a sweeping gesture across the ballroom again.
"Are there indeed?"
He doubted it. An exiled nobleman with a violent scandal at his back. And yet Alex noted the feminine glances cast his way. Since he did not attend events during the season, he suspected some were merely curious about his identity, but he catalogued intrigued gazes too, even the flare of attraction.
"Dancing commences in a quarter of an hour. Lord Kirkham, I suggest you add your name to a few ladies' dance cards."
"I shall do my best."
He nodded and offered a smile. She did the same and then sailed off into the legion of black-suited noblemen and brightly garbed ladies. His observant hostess was correct. He'd escape now if he could. But he knew what was required, so he pushed off from the corner and made his way around the perimeter of the room. The first lady he approached blushed furiously, looked for her chaperone, and then nearly burst into tears when she remembered her dance card was already full. The next